What's going on, guys? Rank Up Gaming here, and welcome back to the video. Of course, this is Sunday, which does mean another weapon guide. Now, this one would have been done last week, but of course, because remember it's Sunday, I didn't think it was appropriate, so I'm going to save it until now. And now this gun is a really good one that I really want to talk about, and a lot of people are definitely using it right now. It's probably the most used weapon in Battlefield 1. Now this weapon, of course, is the Selbstlader M1916, and now in real life this thing has an unbelievably shadowed history. You can barely find anything about this weapon. What I could find out though was it was made by Mauser. It was a pretty advanced weapon for the time, and there's a lot of things in it that we use now in modern weapons, but the main problem with it, and the reason it wasn't popularly used, is because if it wasn't squeaky clean, if it wasn't perfectly clean, if there was the tiniest bit of mud inside the mechanism, it wouldn't fire. It just would not work and the gun would jam up. Now obviously in World War 1, seeing there's a lot of trenches everywhere, there's mud, it's obviously not going to be very effective then, so people just didn't use it and got rid of it as soon as they could. But it did become very popular with aircraft and very popular with parachutes eventually, because of the fact that in the air you're not going to get much mud in it. But once again, on the ground, troops would just simply get rid of it. Now one way that it's so advanced is because it has a magazine. It has a 25 round magazine, of course, 26 then with one in the chamber. And now this thing is a detachable box magazine from the bottom. As opposed to stripper clips you usually have in World War 1, this thing is pretty damn advanced because it had this idea in 1914 when this weapon was first developed. Along with that, it's extremely accurate, it's very ergonomic and very well designed. There's a ton of features that were used then in weapons in the 60s and 70s, and even features that were used now in modern rifles. Now in game, like I said, this thing is probably the most popular weapon in Battlefield 1, mainly because it's extremely powerful. Definitely it's the most accurate gun in the game aside from some other sniper rifles, and like I said, it's definitely one of the most used weapons in the game. The main reason for this is obviously because of its high accuracy. You know, you put a bullet in a place, it's not going to go any different, there's barely any spread. It also has decent damage and of course an extremely large magazine. So now when I mean lower spread, I mean basically the more you shoot, the bullets are going to stay in the exact same spot. They're not going to go any distance. Very similar to a real rifle, although typically a real rifle you have to make sure the sights line and everything, and the sights can be slightly off, the gun might not shoot straight, and that's usually what happens. Of course in Battlefield 1 you won't have those because all the guns are perfectly designed. But for this gun, the spread rate is extremely low, the increase is extremely low as well, and it does match quite a few of them in damage, and it matches the Mondragon perfectly for stats in a way. I believe there's like 100 differences at all, but the only difference between those two rifles is the Mondragon has 10 ammo, while this one has 25 in one magazine. Now, like I said, this thing is basically perfectly matched in damage with all the other DMRs for the medic class, and that is 30 or 40 max damage, which is 3-shot kill, and then 35 minimum damage, of course, another 3-shot kill. So any distance you can have a 3-shot kill. Obviously, if you can hit the head, you're going to decrease that, or if they're wounded already. But honestly, a 3-shot kill at any distance is pretty damn good. Now, overall, regardless what variant you use, it's a very good gun overall. But there's definitely one that is way better than all the others, I find, and you definitely see a lot more, and that variant is the Marksman variant. Now, the Marksman has a magnified scope, basically like a sniper rifle. It also has a foregrip. Now obviously the scope allows you to hit further targets, allowing you to utilize that 3-shot kill at any distance ability, and obviously in the foregrip will further decrease the spread, but it does actually allow you to have less recoil and shoot more accurately. And now the optical does actually have the same benefits of seriously decreasing the recoil and the spread, but obviously the fact with the magnified scope and you have 25 rounds, you can seriously hit people at super long distances, 3-shot kill all the time, and not have to worry about having not many rounds in your gun. With the Mondragon you'll shoot 5 rounds and go, oh shit, I only have 5 left. With this thing you shoot 5 rounds, I've got 20 left. It's not a problem. And now if you imagine you flank behind the enemy and there's a bunch of them lined up, say there's 10 of them, you actually have 25 rounds and obviously 3 shots are going to kill somebody. You can take out 8 people before you have to reload and take out more of them. So being able to get 8 kills with this thing before you even have to reload is actually pretty damn good. I believe that's even with 1 bullet left. Of course, if you get a headshot and you're behind all these people at a long distance, you can take them out even quicker. So of course headshots do twice as much damage, so if you get 1 headshot and it's 40 maximum, so if it's 35, you can do 70 damage, so of course 2-shot kill then. So a 2-shot kill on somebody, 2-shot kill on somebody else, 3-shot shot on another person, you can take out all 10 people easily. So the one downfall of this weapon is that its rate of fire is pretty damn slow. It's only 224 rounds per minute, which isn't like drastically slow, isn't pump action shotgun slow, but it definitely prevents you from being effective in close quarters, or at least super close quarters. At this point, you don't really want to just press the button as quick as you can and try and get as many shots down range. You more want to take your shots slowly, find out the rhythm of the weapon, and really get as many shots as you can, but at a good accuracy, and make sure they're actually hitting the target rather than just sort of floating everywhere and not hitting anyone. Now, one of the things that is most fun using his rifle is the fact you can actually outduel snipers. The amount of times I've seen a sniper on a hill and I've actually beaten him up, because every time I shoot, it's semi-automatic and it's pretty damn fast anyway compared to bolt action. But he has to shoot, bolt, shoot, bolt. He might hit me with one lucky shot and kill me in a headshot. I might hit him with 2 shots. But obviously then suppression effect is going to be so much harder for him to hit, while for me the suppression effect is lower. So really what this gun is it's a semi-automatic, extremely powerful, extremely accurate sniper rifle with 25 rounds, which is unbelievable, that you can basically use at any distance and get 3-shot kills. So that really shows them the reason why it is so popular and why it's picked basically every single time, and why now that's basically the only gun you see medics using. So that being said, of course there's a very obvious reason why I use this thing, and I use it anyway because it sounds awesome, it looks cool, and it's just a really unique rifle that looks like nothing from that time. Regardless, hope you did enjoy the video. Like I said, I wanted to do this one last week, but because of Remembered Sunday, I didn't think it was appropriate. I did miss out Thursday's video, mainly because I hadn't written it, I hadn't recorded the commentary, of course, then, and I didn't have any gameplay for it. And it came to Thursday, I went, oh shit, I don't have any of this, there's no way I'm going to get this up. So, you know, that's going to have to come up next week. But hopefully that's a good episode anyway, because there's another Sniper Thursday, and I might actually change that series again to make it Rainbow Six Siege Day, but I'm not actually sure as of yet. Regardless, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Rank Up Gaming, out.